Hello viewers and welcome to another video. Now this is going to be a bit of an experiment video. What if Pep Guardiola was in charge of the England team? Now Pep's had a tough weekend. He's just lost the Champions League final to Chelsea. What if he'd been sacked and England thought, do you know what, we'll get rid of Southgate for this one. Let's get Pep in and see what he can do. We're going to have a look after the group stages and then after each following round to see what Pep would have done, who he would have picked. Would he play two holding midfielders? Probably not. Let's find out. So Pep came in just before the first friendly game, the France game. Now that's when we put him in charge. Now he lost against France. He lost 3-1. He lost quite handsomely. He may have overthought it a little bit. But then reversed that with a 3-1 win against Finland. As we can see there though, against Croatia, he lost 2-1. He lost his opening game of the tournament. I bet the England fans weren't too chuffed with that. But 2-0 and a 2-0 win and a 3-0 win over the Czech Republic and Scotland. Saw us through to the next round. Now, he's got Portugal in the next round, which is no easy game. And after he's played anybody of any decent sort of level of opposition, he's lost both games. You'd argue that France and Croatia, do you know what I mean, are two very tough games, but we really should be beating the Czech Republic and Scotland. But as we know, it's always a tough game against Scotland. But let's have a look at the team. Let's have a look at the squad. He has actually topped the group, believe it or not, after losing that first game. But this was the squad that he picked. So his starting 11's been Pickford, Trent, John Stones, Maguire and Chilwell. You'd say that's pretty much fair enough. He is actually playing, really, if you're classing Calvin Phillips as a holding midfielder, with two holding midfielders, with Jordan Henderson and Calvin Phillips, along with James Maddison. Sterling, Sancho and Harry Kane make up the first 11. Let's have a look what tactic he's played. He's implemented a 4-3-3. Pretty simple. Is there any notable omissions or additions to the squad? Aaron Ramsdale's in the squad and he's got a rating of 5, which he's obviously done well in the one game he's played. Grealish is in the squad. Danny Ings has made the squad as well. Tammy Abraham. So he's not made any real. Eric Dyer, who's not even been picked in the provisional England squad, has made it in. So this is his team that he's used so far. Not too bad. Let's have a look at how he got on. So we did qualify on 6 points with a much more positive goal difference than Croatia. And Scotland also got through as well. 3 teams finished on 6 points. Scotland do seem to do very well. And Scotland actually beat the Czech Republic in their final game 3-2 with 2 goals from Ollie McBurney and 1 goal from Ollie Burke. So both the Sheffield United forwards getting on the score sheet. It's meant to be realistic, these experiments. So now we'll come back after the Portugal game and see what he did in that one. Right then, so the Portugal game, tough opposition. As you can see, despite having less shots on target and a poorer XG, he did manage to get us through. Raheem Sterling with a goal, 7.8 rating on the right hand side. Mason Mount, he actually played 2 more creative midfielders in the middle in Mount and Maddison, with just Henderson holding in this game. He actually took John Stones out and put Eric Dyer in as well. So he is making changes, he is tinkering a little bit as he's going through the rounds. Harry Kane on an 8.7, but it was Mount and Sterling who were the goal scorers on the day. Bruno Fernandes, was it a penalty? Probably, more than likely. I don't think it were on this occasion. And their side, Ronaldo, they obviously they'll feel quite hard done to, Portugal, that they didn't manage to get through this game. The midfield three are Neves, Fernandes and Moutinho especially playing really well, and Cristiano Ronaldo on the left. But there is a big injury to Ben Chilwell. 2 to 4 weeks, so that's going to rule him out of the rest of the tournament. It'll be interesting to see how he does play on the left-hand side in this next game, but he's got a nicer, a more comfortable game, shall we say, against Slovakia next in the quarter-final. So a real chance for Pep to take England to the semis. Let's see how he gets on in this one. We expected it to be more comfortable. It clearly has been more comfortable, and to be fair, he's tinkered again, but they've absolutely stuffed Slovakia here. 24 shots, 9 on target. Scoring 4 goals. The midfield again's been tinkered with. Henderson's holding. That's obviously his preferred holding midfielder. Mount and Grealish in the middle, doing bits. Sterling's playing well on the right. You'd expect Pep to be able to get the best out of Sterling in an England shirt. Harry Kane got 2. Rashford came in on the left-hand side. Interestingly, Joe Gomez played at left-back and Stones made his way back in as well. To be fair, they hadn't had a shot on target, Slovakia. Pickford's got a 7.4. Pretty answered a shot to save. It's been a fairly comfortable game and a route through to the semi-finals. Now, We noticed his first game in charge in a friendly was against France and he lost 3-1. Well, guess what? He's got them in the semi-finals. So now, can he take England to a European final? Let's see. Oh my days, right? He obviously didn't have time to put his blueprint on the team in that first friendly. And friendlies are meaningless, we know this. He's just dominated France. 60% possession of the ball, 89% pass accuracy, 12 shots to their 6, 5 shots to their 1 on target. Harry Kane scored again. It was a similar midfield. In fact, he didn't tinker much for this game. I think it's probably an unchanged side. Confidence is obviously flowing, and the midfield of Mount and Grealish, all that creativity, flair and spark, which I have been telling people about, but they keep telling me that it can't be done. With just Henderson holding, he's clearly working. 3-0 on the day. I mean, what more can you say? That is some result. And now it is a European final for England, where they will be playing Germany. Is it going to penalties? Quite possibly so. I actually nearly went too far on the simulation and we nearly missed it. So it is tonight. It's the 11th of July against Germany. God, imagine the scenes in England if this is actually what happens. Obviously Southgate, you know, Pep Guardiola, not so much difference. But imagine if we get this far and this happens and it's Germany in the final in England. My word, what a moment this could be. Let's see if he can bring it home. Right then, so this is it. We're actually going to watch it live because this is a game that you just would not want to miss. So we're going to watch it with you guys and see how this goes on. Pep Guardiola's England team up against Germany at Wembley in the final. Let's have a look. We really want to be looking at this England team first and foremost. So it's Kane, Sterling, Rashford are the front three. Mount, Grealish and Henderson, it's unchanged. And Joe Gomez stays in at left back. Can we have a look at Germany's formation? Now, Germany have played a very strange team. So this could be a big chance for England. They've obviously got through to the finals. Let's see how they get on here. We've got it on key highlights. I think there's some sort of the licensing between Germany and England, but we're going to watch it. And it says England. It's a cagey start after 20 minutes. But it is a free kick, which Jack Grealish is going to knock in. Stones. Looks like he's won a penalty for England, and it is. And it's going to be Harry Kane. Is it, though? VAR. We love VAR, don't we? We hate VAR. But it is a penalty to England. We'd be loving VAR if this were happening in real life. And I assume it's going to be Harry Kane. Harry Kane doesn't miss penalties. Harry Kane does miss penalties. He misses penalties in European Championship finals. That's what Harry Kane does. My word. That's a big moment in this game. It's another corner. Grealish whips in again. It's headed away by Germany. Rashford now on this left-hand side. Can he get down? He can. It's causing some problems. It's into Mason Mount. Mount across to Jack Grealish. Have I been telling you? Have I been telling you? Been telling me mates. Jack Grealish, special player. Pep apparently in real life, 100 million. Snip. An absolute snip for Jack Grealish. What a player Jack Grealish is. I'll wax lyrical about Jack Grealish all night if you want me to. But what a finish that is. Jack Grealish could win England the Euros. I've been saying it. I've been saying it this year. Now, can they hold on? You'd expect that they're going to hold on here. You'd expect. Pep's going to have... He's not done out too risky. It's another corner for England. Crossed in. And headed away again. Rashford back into Henderson. Now Mason Mount. Back to Harry Maguire. Trent wouldn't be in my England squad, but there we go. Raheem Sterling down this right-hand side. Trent again. Can he get a ball in here? Trent Alexander-Arnold. I think there's going to be another penalty. It looked... I'd have said that were outside the box. I don't know about you guys. I'd have said that were possibly outside the box. Is he going to give it? Is he going to give it? He isn't. It was outside the box. And would Harry Kane have stepped up and took it? Who knows? Good half for England though. Really good half for England. 45 minutes away from winning the Euros under Pep Guardiola. Germany's just had their first shot. Now it's Alexander-Arnold. Sterling's down this right and Grealish. Grealish is causing all sorts of bother down this side. But Trent should pick that up. And I've got to say, Trent has played very, very well in this first 45 minutes. And it's out to Alexander-Arnold now. Can he get a ball across? It's in towards Grealish again. Grealish is everything's going through him. Trent, back to Grealish. Back to Jordan Henderson. And what a save that is by their goalkeeper. Bukayo Saka's now coming on. And Grealish with another corner that's headed away well by Germany. And Rashford loses out. He's going to have to get a tackle in here, Marcus Rashford. And does. Exceptionally well. And now Raheem Sterling can break. It's end-to-end stuff, this. At the start of this second half. And it's whacked away by Muller. Proper German defending. We like that a lot. I mean, if you're England fans, this is the ideal, isn't it? If you're beating Germany in a European final, it's definitely the ideal. 66 minutes on the clock. No more changes for England at this moment. But it's into Grealish again. Who skips past the German midfielder. Jack Grealish going it alone. Oh my word. This is what's going to happen this summer. If we play with flair this summer, we've got a chance, I'm telling you. Grealish, Mount and Foden. Oh God, there's no team in the world that won't want them three in the side. Mount into Rashford. And Rashford gets a second. And that should wrap it up. Germany's not really laid a glove on England at this moment in time throughout this game. And I would suggest that, I mean, it's a lovely little cut inside by Sterling. Into Mason Mount. Mason Mount, as we know, just won the Champions League. Had one hell of a season with Chelsea. Plays it through to Rashford, who can't hit a barn door at times. But has managed to get a goal here. It's simple, this now. No daft. Stones and Maguire. They ain't going to get goals here, Germany. They really aren't going to do it, are they? And Pep Guardiola. Oh, we've got another highlight before we start saying how brilliant he is. Saka down this left-hand side, crosses in, and it's Glass who collects that ball there. But to be fair, Eric Dyer and all. Into Oxlade-Chamberlain, who must have come on now. Into Mason Mount. Harry Kane. Oh my word, it's free. And it's a lovely goal from England. It's a bit of the tiki-taka going on there that Pep seems to have brought to this England side. Kane. Lovely little touch into Ox. Ox driving at the German defence. Little ball into Mount. Little tap off. And Harry Kane, he's not going to miss from there. And he won't miss from there when he goes to Man City next year either, I don't believe. I'm sure Pep will be looking forward to that. And as it ticks towards 94 minutes, there we have it. I mean, is it worth a phone call from FA? Judging on that, it certainly is. It's coming, and England have won the Euros. And I think we'll just watch this trophy lift, because I've got a feeling we might not get to see this summer. It'd be nice if we did, wouldn't it? But it will be Harry Kane to lift the trophy. And I'm sure Pep's knocking about somewhere. And England win the Euros. So, maybe in the future, who knows? But if you put Pep Guardiola in charge of the England side, you win trophies. If you have enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe. Hopefully it's been a nice short experiment for you. And we shall see you next time. We're going to put a few different managers in charge, see if they can do as well as Pep. But as you can see, what a way and a style, and what a way to win it. We beat France and Germany on the way. See you next time.